Hi, welcome to my second channel and I hope you are well. In this video, I'm going to share with you a general drive to help you to pass your Part 2 test, to help you to pass your driving test. I just want to show you that for you to drive, you just need to relax, control your nerve, and do the driving the way you've been driving. I'm just going to do some general driving, talking to you, just to help you to stay relaxed, stay calm. I hope the video helps. Let's start the lesson. At the end of the road, we'll go left. Obviously, you look at the mirrors, you put the signal on, assess what kind of road you are dealing with. This is a closed junction. I can't see anything. So before you reach the end, decide whether this was an open or a closed. This was a closed. I can't see, so I'm just going to edge. There's no one coming. This road is narrow. Mirror, mirror, signal left. I can't see the road that I'm going in, so I'm going to go slowly. There's no one. There's a van coming. I'm going to stop here. So the road that you are going in, if you can't see, go slowly. As you can see, there's a van coming. If I came quite fast, I wouldn't be able to deal with this road probably, because the van is coming. I would have been gone over there and there's no space for two cars. So the road that you are going in, always look into the road and see if you can see what's in the road. If you can't, go slowly. That's what you're trying to do. The road is narrow. Plenty of parked cars on both sides. Keep looking if there's a car coming. There is a car coming. I need to look for the gaps. There's a gap on the opposite. I'm going to stop here, so the car could just go in there. They're going, if they did come, there's a gap on my right. So always look for who's coming, and if there's no space, find these spaces. If he's on your side, go in. If he's opposite, then stop opposite the gap. There's a car coming, but I do have this space to go. There's a learner. We're going to go right at the end. Mirror, mirror, signal right. I can't see anything at the moment. I'm going to push into first gear, and the road is busy. So I'm going to go slowly. I'm going to wait here. While I wait, I put the handbrake on, and then now I put the gap. I'm going to go. Mirror, and the mirror again, second gear. Both hands on the wheel, and just drive. Just relax and drive, okay? And read the road, what's happening. I could see a bus lane coming up because there's a sign over there. Can you see the sign? Traffic light. Second one, we're going to go left. Mirror, mirror, signal left. There's a bus lane, so we can't go into the bus lane yet. So after the bus lane, I'm going to go to the left lane. Mirror, there's a taxi I could see. Okay, is it allowing me to go? Blind spot. Good. So for me to go left, I needed the left lane, but I couldn't go earlier because there was a bus lane. Now then, when I did want it to change after the bus lane, there was a taxi. So what do? I have to wait until the taxi goes or allows me to go. The taxi allowed me. The taxi allowed me to go into my left lane. If it didn't, I would have waited until they've gone and I had the space, then I would have changed lane. It's all about reading the road, being relaxed. Remember, driving is not something that you have to drive one way when you are driving, and when you go to the test you have to drive differently. You don't. You just drive the way you're supposed to drive, and when you go to the test, that's why this is exactly what you do, and you will pass your test for that. You shouldn't be driving for the test one way and then for you to drive differently when you're not in a test. If you are becoming a driving instructor, that's what you've been doing. You need to make sure that you drive in a way, the way you are going to teach, the way you're supposed to drive. That's how you drive. Mirror, second gear. Okay. What's the speed here? I need to make sure that I drive according to the road speed. Long road, people around, there are pedestrians. Are they going to cross the road? Are they holding any dog or maybe a child? Just make sure you look for those things, because if they do hold a child, are they holding hands? If there's a dog, is there on their lid? Because if not, it could be a problem. I'm going to leave enough space from the car in front, so I leave enough about here. Now they go mirror, 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 and go. Why? To see who's behind and to see who's on the left, who's on the right. When the traffic light is green for a while, just make sure, be ready, it could change. If it does change, you have to stop. This traffic light is green. It's a pedestrian crossing. It could change. I could see there's nobody there. Maybe somebody pressed the button and walked away, and it could change. So if it does change, and even if there's nobody there, you'll have to stop if it's red. Okay? There's another traffic light is green. It could change. Now you might think, well, there's nobody there, but there could be somebody pressed the button. The van, there could be somebody in front of the van to cross the road. So if it's a van, big vehicle, make sure there's nobody crossing the road in front of that van. We're going to go right, mirror, mirror, signal right. It's changing. Okay, I'm going to stop here, put the handbrake on, go to neutral, rest my feet, and just wait. Okay? This traffic light was green, but what did I do? Did I try to beat the traffic light? Just because it's green, don't speed up, try to beat. Drive as normal and prepare in case you need to stop. When you go near it, if it does change, which it did in this case, it just stopped. Just because it's green, it doesn't mean you should speed up and try to beat the traffic light. Traffic light is going to change. You just drive as you normally do, thinking that it could change. If it does change, I'm prepared. If it doesn't, I'm just going to carry on going. Passing the driving test. Passing the test, it's all about knowing how to drive and having the confidence. Mirror, keep going. This sign also saying, I have priority over them. They've got the giveaway line, I don't. So if there's a car coming from the opposite, they'll have to stop. Gonna go second road on the left. Second, mirror, mirror. No signal yet because the road is here. That's the first. Now signal. Go slowly, and then look into the road I'm going in. Okay, go slowly. There's nobody there. If there is, I'm just gonna stop, let them go. There's no one coming. Drive in the middle, giving space to parked cars on both sides. Okay. Left at the end, mirror, mirror, signal left. I can't see anything because it's a closed junction. Signal left.
Ongoing eastbound closure of the A27 from the Portfield roundabout.
There's the radio. At the end, we'll go right, mirror, mirror, signal right. Can't see anything, closed junction. Push into first gear and do the clutch control and go. Mirror, second gear, done. The more relaxed you are, more better you're going to drive. This is important. Okay, mirror, mirror, I'm going to go left. If the signal goes off, put it back on again. As you can see, it did go off. I put it back on again. And I'm going to stop somewhere safe on the left. Mirror, mirror, signal left. And I'm going to stop here. Remember, if the signal goes off, you always put it back on again. So just to remind, here twice the signal went off. As I came in, I signaled left to come in. Signal went off. What did I do? Put it back on again. Here I wanted to stop. I signaled, but then before I stopped, it went off. Those people, they would have thought that I'm not stopping anymore. So make sure you put it back on until you stop fully. So whenever the signal goes off, before you stop or before you've made the turn, if it goes off, make sure you put it back on, especially on roundabouts. The signal does come off sometimes. If it does come off before you've done your task, put it back on again. Okay. And the other thing is, just be relaxed. Okay, you know what to do, you know how to drive the car. To pass the test, it's not something you have to do out of the box. You don't have to do anything different. Do exactly how you've been driving on your practice with your driving instructor or with your trainer. Make sure that you drive the way you've been taught to drive, the way you know how to drive, and be relaxed. Okay, two things you need for you to pass the driving test is, one is to know how to drive the car. You know all the informations, you know how to drive the going left, going right, MSPSL routing, all that. So number one, you need to know how to drive according to the book or according to the way you should be driving. And number two is to have the confidence, not to be nervous. Many people, they fail the test is because, not because they can't drive the car. The reason they fail is because they got nervous. And number two, the failing is because they think they need to do something different. They need to do even better when they are driving in the test. Your driving is exactly the same the way you know how to drive the car. Just be relaxed and drive. And talk to your mind what you're doing on the road. As you're driving, talk. When you see parked cars, what could happen? When you see a van over there was a van. What could happen in front of the van? There could have been somebody there crossing the road. So because you're thinking and you are reading, you know if there's somebody there, you could just deal with that. Traffic light. We've dealt with many traffic lights. It was green. Think what could happen. It could change. Few, it did change. What did we do? We stopped. Few, it didn't change. We carried on. So if you see green, think, read that, what if it does change? If it does, I'm prepared. Question is, are you prepared to stop? If you don't read, you don't talk to yourself, then there could be a problem. Okay? So my advice to you would be, for you to pass the test is to make sure you know how to drive the car. Make sure your driving is good. Make sure you know exactly what you need to do on junctions, the MSPSL routine, looking at the mirrors, reading the road well ahead, what could happen. And number two is not to be nervous. Be confident. Be relaxed when you're driving and you'll be fine. Okay? The end, we'll go left. Mirror, mirror, signal left. Again, it's a closed junction. Push into first gear. I'm rolling the car. No one coming. Good. So just before the end, I went to first gear, didn't I? Because it was a closed junction. And then what did I do? I rolled. I'm going to go left. Mirror, mirror, signal left. Okay. I'm going to new road. They want to. There we go. At the end, we'll go right, mirror, mirror. We're not going to signal now because there's a road here. We're going at the end, signal right. There was a road over there. Come here, push into first. Can't see anything. And then I look. And I go. Good. Mirror, second gear. At the end of the road, we'll go left, mirror, mirror, signal left. Push into first gear just before the end. And edge. There's a car coming. Okay. And around here, we go left. then left again. Mirror, mirror, signal left. Here we go. Mirror. As soon as you go to a new road, always look at the mirror to see who's following you. There could be a car behind. You need to know what they're doing. So you look at the mirror first, and then you put the signal on. Next road on the left, mirror, mirror, signal left. Okay, I'm gonna go slowly. Go to second gear. Go really slowly. Good, nobody there. There could have been a problem. I couldn't see the road. This is a bend, sharp bend, so go slowly. There could be something. Okay, I'm going really slowly. I'm going slowly. There's nobody there. There could have been somebody. At the end of the road, we'll go right. Mirror, mirror. At the end, we'll go right. Okay, keep going. Drive in the middle. Give space on both sides. Right at the end, mirror, mirror. Slow down. Slow down. Push into first gear. Okay, and there you go. There's a car coming here. They've got the priority. Okay, before the next one I'm going to go, even though they've got the priority, I've got the space to go. They were quite far. The car was there for me to go. I went. Here I've got the priority, as you can see the sign over there. So I'm going to drive as normal and see if there's others coming. There's no car. There is a car coming, but I have the priority. And even if I didn't, the gap was there for me to go because they were quite far. At the end, you go left, immediate right. So it's left and right. Mirror, mirror. Signal left. Slow down. Are they going to cross the road? Does she want to cross? Here we go. She's crossing. Okay. Okay, go left. Okay, go to the end. Anyone coming? Okay. There we go. Then go right. Mirror, mirror. Signal right. Okay. Look into the road and go into my side of the road. Don't cut the corner when you're going right, especially. Second gear. Okay. It's all about knowing and then drive. Don't cut the corners. Make sure if somebody wants to cross the road and you think they're going to cross, allow them to cross and just relax. Try not to make your driving too stressful, okay? Try to make it enjoyable. The more you enjoy, more you are going to do better on your test. Okay, going into the new road, nobody there. I'm gonna go next road on the right. There's a car coming out. Do I have the space? I do. If I don't, I'm gonna wait for them. I'll go right. Look into the road. There's a person crossing. I'm not gonna go yet until he crossed fully. Now I'm gonna go in. Okay, that's what I mean. When you go to a new road, look into the road. Here, I looked in. There was a person crossing. So what did I do? I waited on my road until he crossed fully. Then I went. I'm gonna go left. Okay, there we go. No one coming. I go in. Traffic light is green now. Is it going to change? Is it going to change? No. Just going to carry on. Okay. There we go. At the end, we're going to go right. So out of the two lanes, we're going to go into the right lane. Okay? I'm going to go right. Because I knew I'm going to go right, what did I do? I positioned myself towards right. If I were going to go left, I would have positioned towards left. There were two lanes. So knowing that early where you're going helps you to choose your lane. In this case, I needed to go right at the end. So what did I do? I ended up on the right hand side. I positioned myself towards right because I'm going right. It's all about reading, knowing early and position yourself early. Like I said, signaling is not always the indicator. It's not always the signal. Signal is indicator. Signal is position of your car. Signal is brake lights. Signal is reverse lights. All these are signal. It depends on what you need for the situation. Okay, many they think indicator is the only signal. No, sometimes it could be the position of your car, it could be the signal. I mean, even though it's green, there are people crossing. Okay, so what do? You allow them. Okay, you don't just run them over, do you? Even though it's green, don't intimidate them. Just let them cross. It's just a matter of a few seconds. Let them go, and that's it. Okay, so I hope this video helps. So that's the end of this lesson, and I hope the video helps. The main aim, the main reason of this video is to help you to understand when you drive. Just relax and drive. Okay, you know what to do. Don't go. You're not going to go to the test unless you know how to drive the car. So you know how to drive the car. Don't go and fail because something silly mistake. And the reason you could do that is because you are nervous or because you're trying to do something different than what you know. You know how to drive the car. Do exactly what you know. Try not to be different. Try not to do anything other than what you know, number one. And number two, relax. And I know it's easy to say, yeah, you could say to me, yeah, but you're a driving instructor, you've been there for 20 years. Okay, but what else do you want me to say? How you are going to pass? Unless you are relaxed, unless you could control your nerve, you're not going to pass. So it's easy for you to say, yeah, but you're a driving instructor, you've been doing this for 20 years. Okay, but what do you want me to say to you? How are you going to pass? You're not going to pass any other way than being relaxed or controlling your nerve. You have to learn to control your nerve. I said on my previous videos is that controlling your nerve is something that you have to learn to control. No one's going to do it for you. Your driving instructor, your family members, your friends, they could teach you, they could help you to learn to drive. They could help you to go with you to teach you to learn to drive. But they can't teach you how to control your nerves. They can't. It's you. It's something emotion that you have to control. You have to learn to be strong. You have to learn to control. Remember, it's your test. It's not a rocket science. It's not something that you go and you fail and something big is going to happen, or the world is going to finish, or I'm going to go behind bars or something. It's like murdering something. If I fail, it's your test. If you fail, what's going to happen? Nothing going to happen. So don't put pressure in your mind thinking I have to pass, because then you probably will fail. You want to think that if I fail, I fail. I'm going to go to the test and do my best, because that's what you could do. This is what you can do. You go with a mind that if I fail, I fail. But I'm going to give my best shot. And if I fail, I'm going to go back again. That kind of mentality will help you to pass. Okay? Because failing is what? What does that mean? Does that mean it's end of the world? It doesn't. It just means it's delayed for you to get a license. That's what it means. If you fail, you fail. That kind of mentality will help you to pass. You don't have to pass. You're going to do your best driving. That's what you're going to do. And then at the end, you will pass. That's the mentality will help you to pass. Okay? So I hope the video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. And I wish you all the best with your test. Whether you are watching this video as a driving instructor to do your Part 2 test or as a learner to pass your test. Either way, that's how you drive the car to pass the test. Okay, so I wish you all the best for you to pass your driving test. And if you like the video, please do give a thumbs up. And please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so don't miss any of my future videos. And hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.